Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, the Everyday Non-Expert here, and today I wanted to go over the new list for Final Order Cutoff for March 13th, 2022 for DC and Scout, and for everyone else it's going to be next Monday, March 14th, 2022. Well, without further ado, let's get started. And first up, I did want to just say that I get a lot of people asking what I use for my videos, and for FOC I usually use Black Cape, and for my new comics, that's the next video that I have coming out, I use League of Comic Geeks.com. So just so you guys know. Alright, so I am also doing something a little different. It seemed to kind of be a hit last week when I tried it. So what I basically just did is I just went through the FOC list, and anything that looked interesting to me, I opened it in a new tab, so it's going to be alphabetical order. It's not in any particular order, ranking-wise or anything. So let's just get into it with first the Amazing Spider-Man #1 Facsimile Edition. So we've had several reprints of this. This isn't even the first reprint, but here we go. We have another facsimile of Amazing Spider-Man #1. Even mediocre, I mean, you don't even have to collect comics, really, to just even want this. You just appreciate either pop culture stuff or, I mean, just honestly anything that's considered like a collectible. I mean, if you're into literature, I could see you liking it. If you're into, I mean, really anything, art, like, you just have to appreciate the milestone that is this cover, the Amazing Spider-Man #1. It's no Amazing Fantasy 15, I know, but it is the Amazing Spider-Man #1. And at the cover price, I think it's pretty decent. If only we had the cover price from back then. 12 cents. Okay, so getting on to it, we have Batman 122. I always check out Batman because you never know. Ra's al Ghul is dead and Talia is out for revenge. Batman is on the case to find Deathstroke before Talia's elite killers do. But Batman starts to piece together that not everything is what it seems in Ra's death, and knows whom he must interrogate to get answers. Talia herself. Can the two former lovers ever work together again? Plus, a backup tale showing the secret first fight between Batman and Deathstroke. Alright, so I guess that makes that a key, if you're interested in that. And it looks like this is part of Shadow War. I guess it's part 2, so if you're interested in that, there you go. This one I'm very interested in. I mentioned, I think in a previous video last week, I don't know if it was the FOC or the new comic book day video, but there was a Batman Beyond, and I was not happy. I think it was Tim Drake. Anyways, it was not Terry McGinnis, and so I was not interested. But this one, Neo Gotham is alive and has killed Bruce Wayne. It's rejected Terry McGinnis as Batman and offered him the chance to escape. Terry turned it down. He is the city's protector, and he will uphold the legacy of Batman. Now, Neo Gotham will do everything in its power to destroy Terry, including creating brand new villains to fight him. Terry's first year without Bruce Wayne begins. Does he have a fighting chance? From the Rising Star creative team of Colin Kelly, Jackson... Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm not even finishing the solicitation. You guys, I am so excited for this. So this is his year 1, like, without Bruce Wayne. Have we had an iteration of Batman Beyond where he has not had Bruce Wayne? No, I haven't that I'm aware of. So there's cover A. And I think, yeah. So this is the 1 for 25. This is a freaking awesome cover. I don't know who that is on the screen. I can't tell. I don't know. Honestly, that almost looks like Magneto, but obviously that's Marvel. But anyway, that's how poorly I could tell who that is. But I love that cover. I mean, I don't know about speccing on this at all, but if you are, this is probably the cover to get. Black Cape, you can see already has it for 50 on a 1 for 25. That's probably going to end up being my pick of the week, honestly. I grew up on Superman, Batman, the animated adventures. But then when I was really hitting my stride is when um, Batman Beyond came out, and then Eric from Boy Meets World did the voice of Terry McGinnis, and so you had like the advanced electronics that he got to use that I kind of was growing up with as we were getting into the internet age and all that stuff. It was just the perfect timing of them coming out concurrently, and it just was the perfect storm for me to, and my age, fall in love with it. So I really loved Batman Beyond, and I could just gush about the series and the character and all that stuff all day. So anyways, let's just continue on with Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 37. Miles and Shift survive beyond and are thrust into an dimensional quest that, well, know this, the people who left on this quest aren't going to be the same people who come back. Why is that? Ask Ultimatum. Alright, so they're going into dimensional, so there could be different versions of people, which could be first characters. Now, I'm curious if they mean this kind of figuratively. The people who left on this quest are not the people who come back. I mean, like, when I went to college, I didn't come back the same person either. So, I don't know what they're necessarily getting at here. But we'll see what happens with Ultimatum. But moving on from Spider-Man, we have Moon Knight, Black, White, Blood, number 1. I believe the thing about these is the only colors are black, white, and red, and that fits Moonlight probably better than anything else. And the solicitation is: a blood moon rises, and its contents are black, white, and red. A bevy of comicdom's finest creators put their mark upon the Fist of Noshu in series depicted in stark black, white, and blood red. Jonathan Hickman and Chris Bacalo introduce the all-different Moon Knight of the future. Mark Guggenheim and George Fournier tell a Moon Knight adventure in reverse. And Moira Ayodele and Dotuna Conde, sorry for butchering those names. I was trying to do it quick and dramatic. And anyway, the White Clad Crusader up with that's funny that he's called the White Clad, and he's known as like DC Marvel's Batman, and Batman is the Caped Crusader, so they have White Clad Crusader up with the Amazing Spider-Man for a harrowing night of adventure. So there is a solicitation that this is going to have a first appearance, I think, of hold on, let me check. So it appears it's going to be the first appearance of the last living priest of Noshu, and it is a it goes into the future 6,000 years, and the last living priest of Noshu is a vigilante, I guess, kind of like Moon Knight. So anyway, there's the spec on that if you're interested, and this one is a cover sort of alert. I'm not personally buying it, but it's a Charlie Brown homage, or Peanuts homage if you'd rather go with like the technical term. But it's Red Room trigger warnings. I mean, if you're into Red Room, you're into Red Room. I don't have to go any further, and that's just the cover I'm interested in. I read the first couple of the last one. This one is the Rocketeer. How many of you watched Rocketeer when you were younger? But I watched it when I was super young. I want to say the 90s, and if you look at the cast, I'm pretty sure the cast is pretty famous now. So a stunt, I'm not even gonna. You're either in it or you're not. I probably will get it, and I know that there's. Let me see if it's on here. I know there's a one for I think 10. It's IDW, so probably it's 1 for 10. But I just think this is so BA. I'm probably gonna pick it up. And after that, we have Sandman, number 1 facsimile. So we have another facsimile. Yeah, nothing more to say about this as well. And I guess we could talk about how it got picked up, I'm pretty sure, by Netflix. Neil Gaiman's classic. And let's just keep going. SpiderGwen, Gwenverse, number 2. And I honestly don't know if that's Lady Thor or Gwen Thor or what. But To stop another Gwen Stacy from corrupting the world, Ghost Spider must team up with, oh, there you go, Thor Gwen, to travel back in time. But will this new ite of Captain America Gwen, will they have to try? I don't like time travel stuff, but we'll see. So, Captain America Gwen, here is, it looks like Gwen Wolverine, although those are hooked. You know who that reminds me of with it hooked? The Vega, I want to say Vega from Street Fighter. Anyways, that's what that reminds me of with them being hooked. But I don't think this is the first. Actually, it might be the first of this Wolverine, because I'm pretty sure the previous Gwen cover had Gwen as the Laura. I forget her last name. Wolverine, so, or X-23 Wolverine. So this probably wouldn't be it, but this is the 1/100 Momoko design variant. And there's only 3 left, and one of them is the Star Wars Halcyon Legacy. This is a pure cover buy for me, because it has Hayden Christensen right there, and then it has Natalie Portman right here. Are they supposed to look just off enough where it doesn't quite look like them? I don't like the shading on his nose. It kind of doesn't look like his nose with that. Like, I feel like the shading should have gone down a little more. His nose doesn't do that. And then Natalie Portman, I think she has ridges in her eyebrows that's not there. And same thing kind of with her nose and her like cheek over her hair. Anyway, I love the sequels. I've watched them so much and recently, and then I just will YouTube like scenes and fights and stuff. So I'm very familiar with their faces, I guess. I know it's kind of weird. Anyway, but you know, I'm sure it's not shocking for people who know the Star Wars fandom and how they can be. Anyway, Star Wars Darth Vader number 22. Let's check this out. Crimson Havoc. With all the secrets smashed and all the traitors revealed, Darth Vader unleashes his endgame. But is his target Crimson Dawn or the Empire itself? Darth Vader has been known to kind of like try to take on the Emperor, and the Emperor has whooped his butt every time. And not really whooped his butt, just he's absolutely devastated him. And so I don't know if he would try it again, but who knows. And where does that leave the heroes and assassins who have fought at his side? Plus a shocking reveal that cuts to the very core of the Dark Lord's dark heart. Is that really? I feel like if there's one thing, Anakin does not have a dark heart. Everything he does is because of his heart. I guess, and it's not even dark now. I feel like dark heart is different than someone who now has none. Although maybe some people say that's the same thing. But I always feel like a dark heart is something to make people miserable. But I feel like Anakin's, or now Darth Vader, his goal is not to make people miserable. He doesn't. I don't even know if he has a goal, honestly. I think he's just done. I think he's so apathetic. I think he's destroyed. I think he's a passionate, deeply caring, loving person who had his heart ripped out when, I know he pretty much killed Padme, but when she died, and then he just kind of was broken, and Darth Vader then just did whatever he needed to do, and then anyway, yeah. Sorry about my little Star Wars rants here. It's nice to be excited to actually talk about Star Wars again. Although Book of Boba Fett didn't do many favors. But if you check out my TikTok, I did have a really awesome, I think I reshared it on Instagram, Cad Bane comparison to Lee Van Cleef from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I posted it a long time ago. I just reposted it once he made his debut in Boba Fett. But anyway, let's check out Venom number 7. This is my number 1, or not my number 1, my last one to go over, so let's check it out. A matter of days ago, Dylan Brock thought his biggest problem was his father's preoccupation with running the symbiote hive as its king in black. Now Dylan's father is dead, and the only vestige that has left him is in Venom, the dangerous parasite alien that Eddie implored Dylan not to get close to. And without Eddie's guidance, Dylan stands poised to give him the same darkness his father did. So, yeah, I mean, Venom's gonna bring in the darkness. What that looks like, Bedlam. So, I think on number 6... No. Anyway, it looks like Venom might be coming back and fighting against him. I don't know what's going on where his hand disappeared to. But, anyway, that's it. So, alright everyone, that's my first look at FOC. Again, all the DC and Scout books, those are going to be due next Sunday, March 13th, 2022. And everything else is going to be due March 14th, 2022. I generally wouldn't wait till those days, because you never know if you're calling your local comic shop or whatever when they need to get their orders in by. I'd always at least call a day or two ahead. That's why I try to get you these videos so you know as early as possible what you might be interested in. And not all ratio variants have come out, so if anything comes out awesome, I will probably do a video later in the week, Thursday or Friday, maybe even Saturday, to cover those. Alright, well, click that thumbs up button, give this video a like if you like this video, subscribe to the channel to see more awesome content like this, and don't forget to comment down below, let me know what you thought about this video. Did I miss anything that you think should be on here? Do you have any sort of thoughts on my crazy rantings and ravings? And I think they're more weird than crazy. But anyway, at least for the Star Wars ones. But lastly, I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of this video if you wanted to financially support the channel. We are growing and I am almost monetized, and it would be awesome to get a better mic so that and better like editing and audio equipment so that I don't have to kind of like play with several different things to try to get the audio balanced right and all that stuff. So again, I want to thank you all for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one where I go over the books coming out for next Wednesday, so that you'll have over a whole week to about a week almost exactly to hit up your local comic book shop and try to see if they can get you in on any of those books, because I know that once these books start getting hot, then people are going to start requesting, and if you wait till the week of or anything like that, the longer you wait, the less likely you are gonna be to get one. So, with all that being said, I will let you all go now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.